What is up, party people? It is MTG Next Door. It is Doc. It is Tuesday. I know I said I was going to open these on Sunday. However, Sunday was Mother's Day, and I had Mother's Day stuff to do. And then yesterday was Monday, and we played. And so here we are Tuesday. Now, last night, this fine fellow was given to Stitch. Stitch sleeved him up and put him directly into the deck he planned on playing that night. And he just so happened to be in Stitch's opening hand. He came out on turn 3. We were playing a 5-person game, and it was just fucking bonkers. He got up, God, I think he was like an 11-11 at some point. I don't remember. Long story short, if he hits the board, y'all should kill him, because he gets real bonkers real quick. That said, it was absolutely hilarious. So, had a good time. All right, so let's take out 4 more here. There was also discussion last night that there is going to be an Avatar: The Last Airbender series, which I am not opposed to. All right, so we are going to go through. We're going to read what we get. We're going to see what we get here. See if I can remember how these go. Yeah, we got the assassin token, and then it's foil. Okay. So we've got overpowering attack, 3 red. Oh, this better be good for that. Untap all creatures you control that attack this turn. If it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase, followed by an additional main phase. Free running 2 in a red. You may cast the spell for its free running cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with an assassin. Okay, that's an excellent card. I was about to crap on it because of its cost, but you want to just sneak somebody through, and then now you're going to get to pummel them in the poop chute. All right. Shay Cormac, white-black for a 1/1 human knight rogue. So I didn't play this one because it was, but it looked really cool. He ends up being a Templar, actually. He betrays the Assassin Order, if I'm not mistaken. So 1, permanents you control lose hexproof. Oh, your opponent's control lose hexproof, indestructible, protection, shroud, and ward until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, put a bounty counter on that creature. Whenever a creature with a bounty counter on it dies, put 2 1/1 counters on Shay Cormac. It's a lot of work there. It's a lot of work. But it's not the worst thing I've seen. All right, we got a Terminate. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. We got a land. Ooh, that is a pretty land. Look at that, y'all. I'm digging that one. All right. Basim Ibn Ishaq. I remember him. Oh, wait. No, maybe not, actually. Let's read him. Blue-black for a 2/2 human assassin. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Okay, that plays all day in an assassin's deck. And then he can't be blocked this turn. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Wow. Now the question is, does he go in ninjas? Because he could go in ninjas. Interesting. So I thought this was actually Altair's friend from the first game, but I don't think so, because it says here, haunted by memories he never had of a family that was never his. Oh, that was our rare. Okay. Eagle Vision, 4 and a blue to draw 3 cards, or you can free running it for 2. Yeah, that's excellent. Got another uncomic. Oh, we got the thing of the thing. So if anybody wants the other Shay Cormac, and then we have an assassin, and that's that. All right, so he's interesting. I like him. He maybe goes in my Yuriku the Tiger Shadow deck. So yeah, Stitch kicked us the first one. And then I ended up winning the second one. In a game I had absolutely 0 right to win. Obi-Wan wanted to do dragons. We made sure he had trouble doing dragons. And then it was looking like J3 was going to run away with it. And then I drew into a board wipe, and there we go. Anyway, Tax Collector, 1 and a white for a 2/2. When he enters the battlefield, choose one until your next turn. Spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. Oh, this has Brago written all over it, Stitch. That is Brago all day long. Arrest, detain target creature and opponent controls. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right. Roshan, Hidden Magister, 3 and a black for a 4/4 assassin. Other creatures you control are assassins in addition to their other types. Okay. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Awesome. Face down creatures you control have menace. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Now there's a lot there. There is a lot there. There's a lot to do with that. All right. Propaganda. All right, that is a nice propaganda. I'm not reading propaganda. You guys know propaganda. All right. Ooh, that is a really pretty land of Maya Sif. That being the assassin's main stronghold. All right, we got a rare. We got the Spear of Leonidas. All right, take that. Fans of 300. So 2 and a red for an equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose 1. Bull Rush. It gains double strike until end of turn. I'm not mad at that. Summon. Create Phobos. A legendary 3/2 red horse creature token. Interesting. Revelation. Discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. I mean, in mono red, that's great. And it's equipped too. I don't know. I think that one's all right. I don't think it's excellent. Murder. If you don't know murder, you should know murder. Before our final act, I would like to toast all you brave people who joined us tonight to celebrate life and death. Ooh, and we got a new assassin. We got Arbaz Mir. So white-red for a 2/2. Whenever he or another non-token historic permanent enters the battlefield under your control, Arbaz Mir deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. So if you're planning on dropping a lot of legendary creatures, you want this guy. That one I like. I think that's better than the rare. I think that is better than the rare. Or I should say, it definitely plays in a lot more decks than the rare. All right. Petty Larceny, 3 and a black. Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library and exile those cards face down. You may play those cards for as long as they remained exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. Create a treasure token, and you can free run this sucker for 1 and a black. I like that. Anytime you can mess with an opponent, especially if you know they're going to do top deck shenanigans, that's some good stuff right there. So this dude was from Assassin's Creed Unity. I liked the story of that game. It did not execute well, though. Like, the game had high expectations, and they did not come out well. Haystack. 1 and a white. 2 and a tap. Target creature you control phases out. Not bad. Oh, the dude again. So we already read him. We got another land. We got a rare. Sigurd, Jarl of Ravensthorpe. Red, green, white for a 3/3 human warrior with vigilance, trample, and lifelink. All right, I'm digging it already. Boast. 1, put a lore counter on target saga you control, or remove 1 from it. So whenever you attack, you can take a lore counter off a saga you control. I know the deck I've been meaning to build that this guy definitely goes in. Whenever you put a lore counter on a saga you control, put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 other target creature. Yeah, that's great in the right deck. I don't know if he's a commander, but he is definitely good. Oh, we got another Mjolnir. I'm going to hazard that this will likely be wanted by someone in the group. So y'all let me know. And we got Lydia Fry. Did we get her before? I think we did, but I think we got her in the not full art version. So 2 and a hybrid blue-black. She can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. And at the beginning of your end step, surveil X, where X is the number of tapped assassins you control. And we got a treasure. And we got our last pack. All right, we got Eagle Vision. Ooh, the Revelations of Ezio. Destroy target tap creature and opponent control. Oh, so 2 and a black for a saga. Destroy target tap creature and opponent controls. Whenever an assassin you control attacks this turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. Return target assassin creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. In the right deck, I mean, truthfully, that's not for 2 and a black. That's destroy target tapped creature. You can definitely do that. So that's actually pretty good. I dig it. All right, Cathartic Reunion. We got a lovely island. We got our rare Black Market Connections. I think this one is like one of the more expensive cards here. So, 2 and a black for an enchantment. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, choose 1 or more. Sell Contraband. Create a treasure token, you lose 1 life. Buy information. Draw a card, you lose 2 life. Hire a mercenary. Create a 3/4 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling, you lose 3 life. That's an excellent card. Love that. That plays all day. Oh, Thing of the Thing. So anybody who wants that gets it. Ezio, Brash Novus. We got him before. All right. That looks like Desmond. All right. Well, y'all be safe out there. And later, skaters.